The first principle of wealth is that money is a conscious current, and it flows only to those who are ready to receive it. The world does not reward hesitation or indecision, nor does it honor polite requests made with timidity. There is a power that governs financial increase, and it is absolute in its operation. Those who wait, who hesitate, or who hope for luck without action will find that the current passes them by. Wealth favors the decisive, those who act with clarity and purpose. This is not a call to aggression, but a call to clarity. For decisiveness is the signal that you are ready to receive. The universe recognizes determination and rewards it without delay. Consider the nature of the ruthless individual. Ruthlessness in this sense is not cruelty, nor is it heartlessness. It is the elimination of anything that obstructs your path to financial flow. A ruthless person is one who refuses to be distracted by trivial matters, who knows exactly what they want, and who will not allow fear, doubt, or social expectation to divert them. Money seeks such individuals, for it is drawn to energy that is single-minded and unshakable. The universe has no patience for wavering intentions. When your mind is clear and your purpose is defined, a force is set in motion that bends circumstances to your favor. Many believe that wealth is a matter of opportunity, that it is chance or luck. Yet opportunity alone is inert. It is the human mind that activates it. The ruthless mind recognizes opportunity when it appears, seizes it without hesitation, and acts decisively. Inaction is the enemy of abundance. You cannot simply sit and expect money to arrive. You must reach out, act, and claim your portion. This is the essence of the law. Energy flows to where attention is focused and action is applied. Every moment spent in doubt is a moment in which the current bypasses you. A crucial component of this principle is clarity. You must know precisely what you desire. Wealth is not an abstract concept. It must be defined and visualized in your consciousness. What form will it take? What sum do you wish to claim? What freedom will it afford you? The universe responds to clear, unwavering declarations of desire. Vagueness repels, for the universe requires direction. Just as a ship without a rudder cannot reach port, a mind without a clear goal cannot attract wealth. Write your intentions clearly, declare them with confidence, and act as though they are already yours. Furthermore, the ruthless individual understands timing. There is a natural order to the flow of money, and aligning with that order is essential. Hesitation at the moment of opportunity can mean the difference between success and failure. This requires courage. The courage to step forward when others retreat, to speak when others remain silent, and to act when others wait. Fear is the greatest obstruction to the flow of abundance, for it creates hesitation and doubt. Every time you act in faith and move decisively toward your goal, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. The law also demands focus. Distraction is a form of resistance. Many are busy, yet few are productive. Activity alone does not attract wealth. It is focused, deliberate, and directed action that aligns with the current of prosperity. The ruthless person eliminates the superfluous, cutting away tasks, thoughts, and influences that do not serve their financial mission. Time is precious, and every moment spent on unaligned activity is a lost opportunity. Focus is the key that unlocks the current of abundance. Another aspect of this principle is faith. It is not enough to act with decisiveness. You must also believe that the flow is inevitable. Doubt is a break on the current, a signal to the universe that you are not ready to receive. Faith does not require visible proof. It requires the unshakable conviction that what you desire is on its way. Visualize your wealth, feel it, and speak it into existence. Words are vibrations that call circumstances into form. Every affirmation, every confident declaration strengthens your alignment with the flow. It is important to recognize that the ruthless individual also embraces responsibility. Wealth is not a game of chance. It is a demonstration of readiness and integrity. To attract abundance, one must be willing to accept it and manage it with wisdom. Complaining, blaming, or expecting others to provide is a form of weakness that repels the current. True ruthlessness is a commitment to self-mastery, discipline, and accountability. It is the refusal to be passive in the face of opportunity, the readiness to claim and steward the riches that are drawn to you. Action, clarity, timing, focus, faith, and responsibility form the pillars upon which wealth flows. Each is interdependent. Lacking one diminishes the effect of the others. The ruthless person integrates all these elements seamlessly. They do not procrastinate, they do not complain, and they do not fear. They move with purpose and conviction, trusting the process while actively participating in it. Money cannot resist such energy. It gravitates toward those who are aligned with its current. In practice, this means establishing a daily rhythm of decisive action. Set your goals, visualize them, speak them, and act toward them relentlessly. Remove distractions, cut away doubts, and refuse to be swayed by the opinions of others. Seek out opportunities that match your goals and seize them with courage. Affirm your abundance not as a wish, but as a reality that is already unfolding. Let faith and focus guide your steps, knowing that the universe is a cooperator in the manifestation of prosperity. Remember, wealth is not about the accumulation of things, but about the alignment with the force that governs abundance. The ruthless person does not chase money blindly. They position themselves in harmony with the current and allow it to flow through them. This is the secret of the law. Abundance is attracted not by greed or desire alone, but by decisive alignment, faith, clarity, and focused action. Those who are ready, those who act without hesitation, those who refuse to be distracted, are the ones to whom money naturally gravitates. The first principle of wealth is that money is not something that drifts aimlessly into our lives. It is a living current, an energy that responds to the clarity and strength of our intentions. It moves toward those who act decisively, those who make clear and unwavering choices about what they want, and those who refuse to be distracted by the trivialities and uncertainties of life. Many people wait for opportunity to knock, hoping that some unseen force will provide abundance without their active participation, but the truth is that the universe recognizes action, decisiveness, and clarity of purpose, and rewards it without delay. The current of money will pass by those who are hesitant, indecisive, or fearful, because it cannot find a clear pathway into their lives. Wealth is drawn to the determined, to those who know exactly what they want, and who will not allow doubt, hesitation, or social expectation to divert them from their course. This is not a call to aggression or cruelty, but a call to single-mindedness and a refusal to tolerate anything that obstructs your path to financial flow. Consider the nature of ruthlessness in this context. Ruthlessness, as it applies to attracting wealth, is the elimination of distractions, doubts, and fears that would weaken the current of abundance. It is a focused and unwavering commitment to your financial goals. The ruthless person does not allow minor inconveniences, criticism, or external circumstances to sway them. They do not allow fear of failure or fear of judgment to paralyze their action. Instead, they act decisively, knowing that every step forward strengthens their alignment with the flow of money. The universe recognizes such energy and responds by opening doors that had seemed closed, by creating opportunities, and by arranging circumstances to favor those who are ready to act without hesitation. In contrast, those who drift, who wait for perfect timing, or who doubt their own ability to succeed, repel abundance because their energy is scattered, uncertain, and weak. The power of decisive action is magnified when it is combined with clarity of intention. Wealth does not respond to vague wishes or indefinite desires. It requires precision, a defined goal, and an unwavering focus. What form will your wealth take? How much do you wish to attract? What freedom, comfort, and security will it provide? The universe responds to clear, unwavering declarations of intent, and any ambiguity weakens the current. Just as a river flows toward the lowest point with unerring certainty, so too does money flow toward those whose purpose is definite and whose actions are directed. Writing down your goals, visualizing them with vivid detail, and affirming them daily are powerful ways to signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. The ruthless person does not allow doubts or competing desires to cloud this clarity. They hold their vision firmly in mind and act in alignment with it at every opportunity. Timing is another crucial element in the flow of wealth. The universe operates according to a rhythm and a natural order, and aligning with that order is essential for attracting abundance. Hesitation at the moment of opportunity is the enemy of prosperity, for it allows the current to bypass you. Courage is required to seize the moment, to act boldly when others retreat, to speak confidently when others hesitate, and to invest energy into action when others wait. Fear is the primary obstacle to wealth because it creates hesitation and doubt, which act as a brake on the current. Each time you act with courage, stepping forward despite fear, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive, and this activates the flow of money. Focus is equally essential. Many people are busy but unproductive, scattered in their efforts and distracted by tasks that do not serve their financial mission. Activity alone is not sufficient. And to attract wealth, only focused, deliberate, and directed action aligns with the current of abundance. The ruthless individual eliminates anything that does not serve their ultimate goal, whether it is unnecessary commitments, negative influences, or unproductive thoughts. Every moment spent on misaligned activities is a lost opportunity, a diversion from the current of money that could be flowing into their lives. Focus acts as a magnet, drawing the energy of wealth directly toward those who are concentrated, disciplined, and persistent. Faith amplifies the power of action and focus. Decisive action alone is not enough. It must be paired with an unshakable belief in the inevitability of your financial success. Doubt weakens the signal that calls abundance into your life. Faith does not require visible evidence or external validation. It is the internal knowing that the current of money is already moving in your direction. Visualizing wealth, feeling it as though it is already present, and speaking affirmations of abundance all strengthen this faith. Words are not mere sounds. They are vibrations that shape circumstances and attract corresponding energies. Every confident declaration you make, every affirmation of your financial goals, acts as a beacon that draws the current of money closer, reinforcing your alignment with the universal flow of abundance. Responsibility is a further aspect of ruthless alignment with wealth. To attract money, one must demonstrate Readiness and integrity. Complaining, blaming others, or expecting circumstances to provide without effort repels abundance. True ruthlessness is not about taking from others or stepping on people. It is about self-mastery, discipline, and accountability. It is the refusal to be passive, the commitment to act decisively, and the willingness to manage what comes to you wisely. Those who are prepared to claim, steward, and multiply the resources that flow to them are the ones who are favored by the current of wealth. In this way, the ruthless individual combines action, clarity, timing, focus, faith, and responsibility into a cohesive whole. Each element strengthens the others, creating a force that the universe cannot resist, a magnetic current that draws opportunities, people, and resources toward the fulfillment of their financial intentions. In practice, the ruthless alignment with wealth manifests as a daily commitment to intentional action. The individual sets clear financial goals, visualizes them vividly, affirms them as realities, and takes deliberate steps each day to bring them into being. Distractions are eliminated, doubts are replaced with confidence, and fear is met with courage. Opportunities that arise are seized immediately, without hesitation, and every step is guided by focus and purpose. The ruthless person positions themselves in harmony with the current of abundance, understanding that money is a living energy that moves toward readiness, clarity, and decisiveness. Ultimately, wealth is not a result of chance or luck, but of alignment with universal laws. Those who are ruthless in their clarity of purpose, decisive in their actions, disciplined in their focus, fearless in the face of opportunity, faithful in expectation, and responsible in management, will naturally find the current of money flowing to them. The world honors decisiveness, clarity, and courage, and abundance is drawn to those who embody these qualities. The first step in mastering the flow of money is to embrace ruthlessness in thought, word, and action, eliminating all hesitation and doubt, and stepping fully into the current of abundance that is already moving toward you. The second key principle in attracting wealth is the clearing of blocks that stand between you and the free flow of abundance. These blocks often take the form of fear, doubt, limiting beliefs, and habits that repel money even when it is within reach. Many people unconsciously sabotage their own prosperity by holding on to old ideas of scarcity, by clinging to worry, and by allowing negative thoughts to dominate their consciousness. The universe is sensitive to these vibrations and responds not to desire alone, but to the state of the mind and heart. To truly attract wealth, one must first become ruthless in the removal of anything that obstructs the flow, for a clear and open channel is the necessary condition for money to move freely. Fear is the most common and most destructive block. Fear manifests in many ways. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of taking risks, fear that wealth will change life in undesirable ways, or fear that you are not worthy of abundance. This fear creates hesitation, doubt, and procrastination, all of which act as barriers to the current of money. The individual who wishes to attract prosperity must confront fear directly, recognizing it as an illusion that does not reflect reality. By acknowledging fear without giving it power, you begin to dissolve its hold over your thoughts and actions. The ruthless person does not allow fear to dictate choices or delay action. Instead, they act in faith, knowing that the universe always responds to courage and clarity. Doubt is another block that repels money. It is the quiet whisper that says, "I cannot achieve this," or "I am not ready," or "this opportunity is too difficult for me." Doubt undermines confidence and weakens the energy signal that draws abundance. Each time you entertain doubt, you are essentially telling the universe that you are not prepared to receive, and the current of money flows elsewhere. The clearing of doubt begins with affirmations of self-worth and belief in the possibility of abundance. One must cultivate a mindset that is unwavering in its expectation of prosperity, refusing to entertain thoughts that contradict the goal. Every negative statement, every self-limiting thought, acts as a dam, stopping the river of wealth from reaching you. The ruthless individual tours their mind carefully, replacing doubt with certainty, negativity with optimism, and hesitation with decisive action. Limiting beliefs are another subtle yet powerful block. These are ideas absorbed over time that shape perception and behavior, often unconsciously. Beliefs such as money is hard to come by, rich people are greedy, or I will never be wealthy, are deeply embedded in the subconscious and must be uprooted to allow the flow of abundance. The process of clearing these blocks involves becoming aware of these thoughts, challenging their validity, and replacing them with empowering alternatives. Positive affirmations, visualization, and repeated conscious statements of wealth and abundance serve to overwrite the old patterns, creating a fertile mental environment in which prosperity can grow. The ruthless person actively seeks out these limiting beliefs and replaces them with truths that support their financial objectives. By doing so, they remove the invisible barriers that have held them back and create an uninterrupted path for wealth to flow. Habits and behaviors that contradict wealth attraction also act as blocks. These can include procrastination, overspending on unnecessary items, neglecting opportunities, or engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors that undermine success. Money requires discipline to flow. It responds to order, planning, and strategic action. The individual must examine daily routines and remove habits that scatter energy or create chaos. Just as a clogged river cannot flow, a life cluttered with poor choices and indecision cannot sustain abundance. The ruthless person takes inventory of their actions, discards what does not serve their financial goals, and cultivates habits that reinforce prosperity, such as saving strategically, investing wisely, seeking knowledge, and taking consistent steps toward opportunity. External influences can also create blocks. People, environments, and situations that cultivate negativity, scarcity thinking, or fear act as impediments to the flow of wealth. The individual must be discerning in whom and what they allow to influence their consciousness. Surrounding oneself with positivity, like-minded, ambitious people, and environments that inspire growth reinforces the channel for abundance. Conversely, repeated exposure to pessimism, complaints, and envy reinforces doubt and fear. The ruthless person makes conscious choices about their associations and surroundings, understanding that alignment with supportive energies amplifies the flow of prosperity. Forgiveness and the release of past grievances are also essential to clearing blocks. Holding on to resentment, anger, or the desire for revenge creates energetic congestion that obstructs the movement of money. Wealth flows to those who have made peace with the past, who have forgiven themselves and others, and who are free from emotional attachments that drain energy. By letting go of grudges, you restore balance and openness, creating room for new opportunities and financial blessings to enter. The ruthless individual recognizes the importance of emotional clarity and refuses to allow unresolved conflicts to pollute the channel of abundance. The mental focus on lack rather than abundance is another subtle but powerful block. Many people inadvertently attract scarcity by dwelling on what they do not have, by worrying about bills, debts, and financial insufficiency. These thoughts signal to the universe that you are aligned with lack, and the current flows accordingly. The correction is simple in principle but requires consistent effort. Shift focus from scarcity to abundance, from fear to expectation, and from limitation to possibility. Visualization of wealth, affirmations of prosperity, and gratitude for current resources amplify this alignment. The ruthless person constantly monitors their mental focus, ensuring that every thought supports the attraction of financial flow rather than repelling it. Action is closely linked to clearing blocks. Without decisive action, even the clearest intentions remain dormant. Many blocks are reinforced simply by passivity, by waiting for opportunities to present themselves without seeking or creating them. The ruthless person removes inertia by acting boldly, consistently, and strategically. Every step taken in alignment with financial goals strengthens the signal to the universe that abundance is welcome and expected. Action clears doubt, reinforces faith, and activates the energy of wealth. Another key component in clearing blocks is the mastery of speech. Words are vibrations that shape reality. Complaining, criticizing, or speaking from fear reinforces scarcity and strengthens barriers to money. The individual must choose words carefully, declaring abundance, success, and opportunity with conviction. Affirmative statements such as, "I am open to wealth," "I am worthy of abundance," or "money flows to me easily and effortlessly," create energetic alignment that dissolves resistance and opens channels for prosperity. The ruthless person guards their speech as carefully as their thoughts, knowing that words are the tools that magnetize opportunities and resources. Clarity, focus, faith, forgiveness, disciplined habits, strategic action, positive speech, and emotional release form the arsenal for clearing blocks to financial abundance. Each element works in concert with the others, and neglecting one allows resistance to persist. The ruthless person actively and consistently works to remove these obstacles, understanding that the universe always flows toward readiness, openness, and alignment. By clearing blocks at every level, mental, emotional, behavioral, and environmental, the channel for money becomes unobstructed, and the current of wealth can move freely and powerfully. The third key principle in attracting wealth is the cultivation of a winning mindset, which is the alignment of thought, word, and deed with the natural current of prosperity. Wealth does not flow to confusion, indecision, or inconsistency. It responds to a consciousness that is focused, confident, and harmonious with the energy of abundance. The mind is the instrument through which the universe is engaged. It signals readiness or resistance, receptivity or denial. The individual who develops a winning mindset understands that every thought and every action creates an energetic pattern that either attracts or repels money. The Ruthless alignment of mind, word, and action is essential for those who wish to claim their rightful share of prosperity. A winning mindset begins with belief, the unshakable conviction that wealth is available, that opportunities exist, and that the individual is fully capable of receiving them. This belief is not casual or half-hearted. It is a deep inner knowing that sets the foundation for all action. Doubt weakens the signal, fear obstructs the flow, and hesitation delays the current, but a mind committed to certainty creates an invisible magnet that draws circumstances, people, and resources into alignment with the goal of abundance. A winning mindset also embraces clarity of purpose. It is not enough to desire wealth in a general sense. One must define precisely what is wanted, how it will be used, and the impact it will have on life and the world. Clarity focuses energy, creates alignment, and signals readiness to the universe. The individual who articulates their goals in writing, visualizes them daily, and speaks of them confidently demonstrates to the universal law that they are prepared to act, receive, and manage abundance wisely. Without clarity, thought energy dissipates, opportunities are missed, and money flows elsewhere. The ruthless person cultivates unwavering clarity, ensuring that every thought, word, and action is directed toward the fulfillment of their financial objectives. Another essential element of the winning mindset is positive expectation. The universe responds to expectation, for it is the vibration that calls circumstances into form. Those who anticipate success, who assume abundance as inevitable, and who act as though wealth is already present attract its manifestation more readily than those who wait with hesitation or question their right to prosperity. Positive expectation is maintained through conscious repetition of affirmations, visualization of success, and reinforcement of belief through actions that demonstrate readiness. The ruthless individual does not allow setbacks to diminish expectation, for they understand that the universe is in constant motion, arranging circumstances in favor of those who persist in confidence and alignment. The integration of thought, word, and deed is critical. Many people believe in abundance with their minds but speak negatively or act in ways that contradict their beliefs. Money is sensitive to alignment. Inconsistency creates resistance. A winning mindset ensures that what is thought, spoken, and done harmonizes with the intention to attract wealth. Words are particularly powerful because they carry vibrational energy that shapes reality. Affirmations, declarations, and confident speech act as beacons, drawing resources and opportunities toward the individual. Conversely, complaints, fear-based statements, or gossip create blocks that repel abundance. The ruthless individual is vigilant in monitoring speech, ensuring that every word reinforces the desired financial outcome. Discipline and consistency are also hallmarks of a winning mindset. Abundance is rarely instantaneous. It is cultivated through repeated, focused action over time. The individual must establish routines, habits, and practices that reinforce alignment with wealth. This may include daily goal setting, visualization exercises, affirmations, strategic planning, financial management, learning new skills, and pursuing opportunities proactively. The ruthless person does not allow distractions, laziness, or indecision to interrupt this disciplined approach, understanding that consistent action strengthens the current of money and builds momentum that compounds over time. Emotional mastery is a further component. Emotions act as signals to the universe, amplifying either alignment or resistance. Fear, anger, resentment, and worry weaken the signal of readiness and create energetic barriers, while joy, gratitude, confidence, and calm expectation amplify the current of abundance. The individual who cultivates emotional balance, who consciously shifts from negative states to positive ones, and who maintains faith despite apparent obstacles strengthens their attraction to prosperity. The ruthless person is aware of emotional currents, choosing responses that reinforce alignment with the flow of money and refusing to allow temporary frustrations or disappointments to derail their focus. Visualization is a powerful tool within the winning mindset. The mind responds to vivid images as if they are reality, and repeatedly imagining wealth, success, and abundance trains consciousness to expect and attract them. This is not idle daydreaming but deliberate mental rehearsal, seeing oneself achieving goals, living with financial freedom, and interacting successfully with opportunities. The ruthless individual makes visualization a daily practice, combining it with affirmations, gratitude, and decisive action, creating a triad of mental, verbal, and physical alignment that magnetizes wealth. Gratitude amplifies the winning mindset, focusing on what is already present, appreciating resources, experiences, and successes, generates a positive, energetic field that attracts more of the same. The universe responds to acknowledgement and recognition, and gratitude signals abundance consciousness. Even small wins or resources are acknowledged and celebrated, reinforcing alignment and attracting larger manifestations. The ruthless person cultivates a sense of gratitude that strengthens focus, expectation, and faith, ensuring that the flow of money is welcomed and multiplied. Strategic thinking and adaptability are further aspects of a winning mindset. Money flows most readily to those who can recognize patterns, anticipate opportunities, and adjust strategies in response to changing circumstances. Stubborn adherence to ineffective methods or resistance to innovation creates friction, whereas strategic flexibility allows one to maintain alignment with abundance. The ruthless individual observes, learns, and adapts, combining intelligence with decisiveness to seize opportunities efficiently and effectively. They do not hesitate out of fear or pride, nor do they cling to outdated ideas, understanding that fluidity and strategic insight are key to sustaining the flow of wealth. Finally, a winning mindset encompasses a sense of entitlement tempered by responsibility. The individual believes they deserve abundance, not as a result of luck or circumstance, but because they have prepared, aligned, and acted decisively. This belief does not breed arrogance but inspires stewardship, initiative, and wisdom in the management of resources. Those who adopt this mindset align thought, word, and deed with the principle that wealth is a natural reward for readiness, courage, clarity, and disciplined action. They understand that abundance is not given arbitrarily but earned through alignment with universal laws, and they approach the task with confidence, focus, and relentless determination. By combining clarity of purpose, positive expectation, alignment of thought, word, and deed, disciplined action, emotional mastery, visualization, gratitude, strategic adaptability, and responsible entitlement, the individual cultivates a winning mindset that positions them to receive wealth naturally and powerfully. The ruthless person is unwavering, disciplined, and focused, ensuring that every aspect of their consciousness and behavior supports the attraction of prosperity, creating a magnetic field that draws money and opportunity toward them.